In a highly anticipated address, President Putin addressed the recent events surrounding the Wagner Group, a private military contractor, and its attempted mutiny. As tensions escalated, the United States State Department called for the dissolution of the Wagner Group, sparking concerns and uncertainties. Putin's address sought to reassure the Russian society and shed light on the situation, while also acknowledging the role of civil society in maintaining stability. Meanwhile, Yevgeny Prigozhin, a key figure associated with the Wagner Group, released an audio message defending the mutiny and outlining their objectives. This video explores the key points of Putin's address and Prigozhin's defiant stance, providing insights into the ongoing situation. President Putin began his address by emphasizing the consolidation of Russian society, highlighting their endurance, solidarity, and patriotism. He condemned any attempts at blackmail or internal unrest, confidently stating that such endeavors were bound to fail. Putin underscored that an armed rebellion would have been suppressed regardless, expressing gratitude to the military personnel and intelligence officers who stood against the rebels. Regarding the Wagner mutiny, Putin stated that the organizers of the rebellion had betrayed their country and those who stood by them. However, he acknowledged that the majority of Wagner commanders and fighters were also patriots, implying that they were unwittingly used against their fellow soldiers. He thanked the commanders and soldiers of Wagner who avoided bloodshed and offered them choices, to either sign contracts with the Ministry of Defense, leave the group, or relocate to Belarus. Putin emphasized that decisions were made to prevent large-scale bloodshed, claiming that steps were taken to allow those who made mistakes to reconsider their actions. He commended the courage of fallen heroes, particularly pilots, whose sacrifices had saved Russia. The address, according to Kremlin spokesperson Peskov, was deemed pivotal for the fate of Russia. Earlier, Yevgeny Prigozhin, a prominent figure linked to the Wagner Group, released an audio message providing insight into the mutiny's motivations and objectives. Prigozhin confirmed that the mutiny was a response to Defense Minister Shoigu's order to dissolve private military contractors like Wagner. He claimed that a missile attack on the mutiny's camp resulted in the deaths of 30 Wagner personnel, emphasizing that they were not the instigators but victims. Prigozhin clarified that the aim of the march was not aggression, despite the provocative nature of the demonstration. He asserted that the columns had marched a significant distance, intending to prevent the dissolution of the Wagner Group and hold military leadership accountable for their perceived mistakes in the war. Prigozhin stated that the decision to turn around was based on their desire to avoid further bloodshed near Moscow, reiterating that their objective was to protest rather than overthrow the Kremlin. Acknowledging the involvement of Belarusian President Lukashenko, Prigozhin revealed that Lukashenko had offered a solution to preserve Wagner, potentially indicating business interests between them. The details of this proposed solution, as well as Prigozhin's current whereabouts, remain undisclosed. Prigozhin remained defiant, proud of his actions, and suggested that the Russian citizens welcomed the march as a symbol of resistance against government bureaucracy. The events surrounding the Wagner mutiny have sent shockwaves throughout Russia and garnered international attention. President Putin's address sought to reassure the public, emphasize unity, and dispel any notions of internal strife. Prigozhin's audio message provided a glimpse into the motivations of the mutineers and their objectives, revealing the complex dynamics involved. The fate of the Wagner Group, its future existence, and the resolution of the crisis remain uncertain, leaving